Hey everyone, it's Peekmp. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Today we're going to be speedrunning a tier list. I'm going to go as fast as possible to give new players and returning players, old players, everyone a high-level snapshot overview of where the game stands right now. Usually these videos kind of go a little bit longer, but I wanted to make this so basically everyone has a resource they can turn to that's quick, doesn't take a lot of time to watch, but still gives you a good idea of where each Pokemon is. So I'm going to go super fast. I will be just kind of moving Pokemon around on the fly. I usually have like a predetermined list that I've already made, and I just explain that. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just make this up as I go. So this will be raw, completely honest, from straight from my brain to this YouTube video. So before we do get started though, I want to let you know that we are still running the Disney Emoji Blitz sweepstakes for a few more days, where you can earn one of 3 $10 gift cards for the Nintendo eShop or whatever platform of your choice, basically. As I mentioned in previous videos, the sweepstakes will be running until the end of January, so be sure to download the game using my link in the description box below and tweet me a screenshot of yourself reaching level 10. So all you got to do, reach level 10 in Disney Emoji Blitz to be qualified to enter the sweepstakes. So I will be announcing those winners on my Twitter, so definitely stay tuned for that in just about a week. So definitely be sure to do that. So let's just get started here. I want to hop right in with Venusaur. Venusaur, obviously, always seen basically in any kind of competitive tournament or anything and high level play. This character is notoriously good for getting people to master rank. I consider this an A tier Pokemon. It's just very strong. Obviously, not that many people run Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam like I do, but it's still really good thing to run. Gengar, I would say, is actually like A tier. Dream Eater Shadow Ball is doing insane amounts of damage right now, and Dream Eater buff with the reset on kill now is actually exactly what this build kind of needed to make it a little more relevant. So I definitely consider this character A tier right now. Maybe B tier. We might flop it around. Mr. Mime, always going to be really good. The walls, the passive, confusion is an insane damage. Just amazing Unite move as well. Very strong Pokemon. Snorlax, you're going to be seeing a lot of A tiers, I guess. Snorlax, in my opinion, is one of the best tanks. I really enjoy playing this character when I do play Defender. So yeah, this character is super strong right now. Gardevoir, I'd say, is like B. I think Future Sight buff really helped it. I think it's an amazing Pokemon. I've been having a lot of success with it playing by myself. I'd say maybe it's still not quite as strong as some of the other picks like Pikachu and stuff like that. This is just Pikachu's. I mean, let's just go ahead, put it in S tier. This Pokemon's insane. Solo queue, 5-man stacks, whatever you want to do, this Pokemon's gonna get the job done. But yeah, Gardevoir, the main comparison for Pikachu is Gardevoir, so that's kind of why Gardevoir isn't even an A tier. I would normally probably put it there, but since Pikachu's so potent and so good, I honestly am gonna put Gardevoir, as much as I love that Pokemon. Like I said, one of my top 3 favorites. I'm gonna put in B tier. Absol, definitely gotta go. Let's see. I mean, some Pokemon have to go in D tier, right? So I'm just actually gonna put Absol in D tier. I think Absol definitely needs some help right now. I think it struggles to maintain the same amount of kill pressure late game, going into the state of the game where, for example, Pokemon are level 14, level 15 even. It really has a hard time keeping up, I would say. So that is definitely going to be a struggle that you see with Absol. It's been a common theme in most patches, so that kind of continues with this patch. Lucario, definitely S tier. The new Close Combat, if you guys haven't tried it, it's insane. Close Combat now does healing and also makes Lucario unstoppable. So by going Power Punch and Unstoppable, and Close Combat, once you get that Power Punch Plus, you have Unstoppable on both of your moves. So this Pokemon basically just can never be CC'd. You can kind of have Unstoppable on demand. You have healing now through Close Combat, depending on how many targets you hit. The more targets you hit, the more healing you do. It's really absurd right now, I would say. So that Pokemon remains to be S tier. I don't know why Team E keeps buffing it, but it is what it is, I guess. Garchomp, B tier for sure. I think it's a really strong pick now, but similar to Gardevoir, there's just, there's Pokemon that do its job a little bit better in some cases, but Garchomp really can excel now with its moves. I think they've gotten it to a state where it actually has carry potential. I've gotten completely owned this patch by some Garchomps here and there, so keep that in mind as you're, looking to pick up some new characters. Garchomp, I'd say, is pretty strong right now. Crustal, let's see. I'm going to put Crustal in either C tier or D tier. We might flop it around. I'll put it in C for now. I don't know. I'll put it in D tier right now. I think this Pokemon just lacks, in terms of its kit, it lacks the ability to do as much as some other defenders, some other Pokemon that play this kind of play style. I compare it to kind of like Blastoise. I'd put Blastoise in C tier over Crustal because I think the Surf and Hydro Pump combo for Blastoise gives so much CC that this Pokemon has a lot more carry potential than, for example, like Crustal. So I will actually leave this in D tier, whereas I'll put Blastoise in C tier. Not an amazing pick, but actually still gets the job done. Okay, Greninja. Greninja, I'm actually gonna put in A tier. I think Greninja's still really strong. The issue with Greninja this patch, and with the previous patch as well, is that you now have Pokemon like Talonflame, who I'd say, in terms of like the damage and the ability to do stuff now, actually float between S tier and A tier. I'm gonna put it in A tier, but the reason why Greninja is in A tier, and for example, I'm going to put Cinderace in S tier, is because Cinderace just has a lot more ability to kite out like a Talonflame and these other potent assassins that you're finding are very strong this patch, like even like Machamp. Due to the 5-second dash from Flame Charge, you really have an ability to get away from these Pokemon that Greninja doesn't really. Greninja obviously has Water Shuriken option if you want to go that, if you want to kite Pokemon out. But I just don't think it, holds a candle to Cinderace right now. Cinderace is just far and away the best Pokemon in kind of the ranged carry role. Charizard is a unique Pokemon right now. I would say between S tier and A tier. I honestly think this Pokemon has so much untapped potential right now that I'll put it in A tier. Honestly, I don't think it quite falls up in the S tier category. I'm gonna try and be really conservative with that category because it really should be reserved for those Pokemon that are exceptional in their roles. So I'd say these three definitely are. But Charizard is a incredibly strong pick right now. Very, very insane that you can now move with Flamethrower and Fire Blast. You're no longer locked in place when these abilities cast. So that's a huge difference coming into this patch. And one of the reasons why Charizard, I'd say this is an A+ tier. I'm even gonna put this. Let me put this at the front of A tier. It really is a strong pick. Same thing kind of goes with Talonflame. I think it's really, really, really strong right now. Okay, Zeraora. Let's see. I mean, Zeraora in competitive, probably not as amazing, but I'm going to put it in let's just say C tier. Zeraora does have the ability to blow up targets, right? That's never changed. But basically, why go Zeraora when you can go like Talonflame? I think Talonflame right now is just the better assassin style character. And even something like maybe Dream Eater, Shadow Ball, Gengar. I think it's really strong right now. I don't know. I might actually put Gengar in B tier, but this is kind of the hierarchy of where I see the speedsters right now, based on all my games that I've played since the new patch came out. All right, moving on. Eldegoss in S tier. Obviously, this Pokemon continues to be broken. Its kit is just way too good for what it is. Unfortunately, nothing's changed to Eldegoss. It's still the same character, but Leaf Tornado continues to provide insane movement speed, transportation. You can basically green carpet your entire team across the map at supersonic speed, and Cotton Guard, as well as its Unite move, are just completely insane for keeping your team alive in team fights, which is really what this game comes down to 99% of the time, right? So that's you're gonna see that a lot. I think Cramorant's B tier. Not a lot of people run Dive and Air Slash like I do, which I think is it's a function of not many people having access to the mobile controls, which makes sense. But this character is really strong. Obviously, Cramorant has one of the best Unite moves in the game. It's incredible for zoning, incredible for doing damage to huge groups. And I think this character is just strong. It's a strong attacker. Very, very solid B+ tier, I would say. Let's drag in a defender here real quick. Mamoswine. I think Mamoswine, let's see. I'd say, I don't know. Honestly, I'd say Mamoswine probably falls around here, C tier with the others. I think Mamoswine's still a great pick, don't get me wrong. But it just, it compared to some of these other defenders that we're about to get to, for example, I'm gonna bring up Wigglytuff. I still think Wiggly is S tier. Sing's potency, the ability to put an entire group of enemies to sleep still remains, uncomparably one of the best defenders in the game. Its Unite move, probably one of the best in the game, if not the best. It's kind of split, in my opinion, between Wiggly and Eldegoss' Unite move, but these support Unite moves are just ridiculous, So moving on, let's see. I'm gonna put Ninetales on B tier. I think similar to Gardevoir, it has the potential to really pop off, But actually, I'm gonna put Ninetales in C tier. It doesn't scale as much as a Gardevoir or a Cramorant does. Ninetales really falls off at the end of the game, and I think it's its biggest issue. All right, let's keep speedrunning. We're almost there. We're just about to pop over the 10-minute mark, so because I didn't quite keep my promise, but we're definitely going to do our best here. Slowbro, I think, is for sure A tier right now. It's right up there with Snorlax. I think they're very comparable in terms of what they do. Very strong character right now. I'd say Blissey's D tier, doesn't really do that much. In terms of like having 5 characters on the map, I've talked about this in previous videos, but when you only are able to pick 5 Pokemon, it really matters what you pick, right? So each of these characters, especially at the top here, you're going to see provide so much to the team. Blissey just doesn't really have that. It has its strong moments. Its Unite move is very, very good. But there's other better Unite moves for support. So you're just not going to see it as impactful as others. Or as high on the tier list is what I mean. So let's see. I'm going to put Sylveon in B tier. I think similar to Cramorant, this character is still really good. You see a lot of people running Mystical Fire right now, which I credit to the fact that people can't aim. I freaking hate playing against Mystical Fire. It's a very annoying build. It's not very, like, it doesn't scale very well, but it can really get your team ahead early. But Hyper Voice still remains to be a very strong move. I think Greedent is for sure, let's see. I think Greedent is for sure B tier. Depending on how you play it, I think it could actually be A tier. But I'm actually going to put Greedent up there. I think it's still a very, very strong pick. Very disruptive. Dragonite, the nerf to Hyper Beam wasn't that big of a deal. In my opinion, it's still a very strong Pokemon. This kind of goes for Serena as well. Like, I honestly, like, I almost want to put Serena in S tier. I'm going to put at the bottom of S tier with the caveat of, like, Serena really takes a lot to get ahead. You really have to get ahead early, but when this Pokemon gets ahead early, there's pretty much no stopping Serena. And it's a very strong pick. Honestly, the healing, or the damage nerf to Triple Axel this patch didn't really do that much in my opinion. It still is an amazing Pokemon, so keep that in mind. Decidueye, I'm gonna put at near the top of A tier. I think this is actually, I don't know, like between Greninja and Decidueye, Greninja's still probably better, but like only by a little bit. Decidueye is really, really strong now. You guys should definitely, if you haven't already, try out the new Razor Leaf and try out the new Spirit Shackle. They're both incredibly strong picks now. And last but not least, we are going to have Treven. In my opinion, probably one of the lowest performing Pokemon in the game currently. Sadly, this Pokemon came into the game, and you're if you've played in the past couple of days, you've probably noticed that you're not really seeing it that much. I think that's because this character just doesn't bring as much to the team as you want it to. Its kit is super unique. It's a really cool, Pokemon based all around regenerating health and stuff, but at the end of the day, there's so many Pokemon like Snorlax, Slowbro, Wiggly that do so much more, that fall into the same kind of role. Even Machamp kind of gets more done, or like a Petal Dance Giga Drain Venusaur gets more done for the team, in my opinion, than like just a tree that never dies. So this is the tier list, you guys. I tried to make it as quick as possible, but I think this is a healthy length for a video to give you guys kind of an insight of where the game stands right now. Obviously, these picks aren't like absolutely final. Maybe if I had more time, I'd swap around, like maybe where Serena is, and maybe even like put maybe like Charizard in S tier as well. I don't know. This one kind of floats. Like I said, A++ tier or S- for Charizard. So we'll just kind of see. Maybe we'll pop that there for people who skip to the end of the video so they can, question my decisions. But yeah, this is where I see the metagame currently. And obviously, we don't have Wigglytuff in the game. Never going to have it. But yeah, so that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think down below. What picks have you found to be very strong this patch? I'd really be curious to know. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comments. As always, I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.